is a shift happening all around us. The foundations of patriarchal power are crumbling. The image of the male god, the unquestionable authority, the singular father figure who ruled heaven and earth, is losing its grip. And in its place, the divine feminine is rising. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Jada, the Mindful Mage, and today we are continuing our Intro to the Goddess series with one of my personal favorites, not a goddess that I have worked with, but one I have long revered, and that is the goddess of the night, Nyx, the most ancient, terrifying, beautiful, just interesting being. She's amazing. And it's my job today to convince you of that. Not that it's going to take much convincing. So let's get into it. Let's get into her mythos, her origin, her power, her message to the world. And if you decide to work with this goddess, well, more power to you. You're going to have a blast. The goddesses who were silenced and demonized for centuries are all returning. You've met Lilith, the first woman who refused to bow. You've met Hecate, the torchbearer at the crossroads, and now we enter the deepest shadow of them all, the one even Zeus feared, the primordial goddess of night, Nyx. The goddesses who were silenced and demonized for centuries are finally rising to power again. You've met Lilith, the first woman who refused to bow. You've met Hecate, the torchbearer at the crossroads. You've met Oya, Oshun, and Yomoya, the mothers of creation, the maiden, mother, and crone of Yoruba tradition. And now we enter the deepest shadow of them all, the one even Zeus feared, the primordial goddess of night, Nyx. Before gods, before titans, before even the earth itself, there was Nyx, the night. In the beginning, there was chaos, this yawning void, and from it, the first beings emerged. Gaia, Tartarus, Eros, and Nyx. She is night itself, the great veil that covered existence before the first dawn. With her consort, Erebus, the darkness, she gave birth to Aether, the bright sky, and Hemera, the day. She was not only the mother of day and light, she was also the womb of shadow. From her came Hypnos, sleep, and Thanatos, death, and the Oniroi, dreams, the fates, and even strife and vengeance. Everything that moves unseen through the world, everything beyond human control, was said to be born from Nyx. Can you imagine having such vast power that you give birth to such forces, dreams, the fates, death? Genuinely badass. In the Iliad, there's a scene where Hera asks Hypnos to put Zeus to sleep, but Hypnos hesitates because the last time he did that, Zeus nearly destroyed him. Hypnos fled into his mother's arms, Nyx, and even Zeus in all of his fury stopped short because even he would not cross night. This moment tells us everything we need to know. Nyx is not just another goddess, she is beyond Olympus, untouchable, ancient, and absolute. Even the gods bow to the night. Nyx never had great temples or festivals. She was too old, too cosmic, too vast for mortal ritual. But she was always there, in hymns and mystery initiations and whispered prayers at night. The Orphic traditions called her the mother of gods and men. The Greeks didn't seek to control her. They surrendered to her, because how do you worship the night except by letting it envelop you? As the patriarchal religions rose and the divine feminine was buried, night became an evil, scary thing. The unknown became forbidden. Women were taught to fear their own darkness, their own power, their sensuality, their voice. But nothing stays buried forever. Nyx, like Lilith and Hecate, is rising again through us. Like Lilith, like Hecate, like Yomoya and Oshun, she is rising again through us. The dark divine feminine is on the rise, and we must embody this. She calls to witches, mystics, and seekers, to those doing shadow work, dream work, and spiritual reclamation. She teaches us that darkness is not the absence of light, it is the womb of creation. Lilith taught us rebellion, the refusal to bow down to anyone, but especially to a man. Hecate taught us power and how to find ourselves when we are at a crossroads. Nyx teaches us surrender, the courage to face the darkness within us and outside of us, to reclaim what was once feared. Women everywhere are doing away with fear. Fear of being seen, fear of being called sinful, difficult, slutty, immoral. They're taking back their bodies, their voices, their stories. And as they do, the goddesses return because they were never gone. They were waiting for us to remember, waiting for us to call on them again, waiting for us to light our candles and set up our altars and use our feminine rage and scream to the heavens that we are tired of this patriarchy. We are tired of being downtrodden and overlooked and victimized. We are tired, and we are calling upon the mothers. And that's one big badass mother, Night itself. We are taking back the dark. It's no longer something we should be afraid of. No, it is a movement that we will move within until the men are trembling in their britches. Maybe I'm getting a little carried away. Maybe not. If you feel drawn to Nyx and called to work with her, you will not need any elaborate ritual. Wait until dusk. Set out a bowl of water for her, a natural mirror to the night, as the oceans and the rivers and any body of water is, and light a single black candle. Light that candle and whisper your intention into the darkness. She may come to you in dreams, she may come to you through silence, or she may come as an instinctual, innate, deep knowing that you are both the light and the dark. The divine feminine within you is not fragile, it is infinite, as she is infinite, and it remembers that. So you can call upon that. Nyx is not just a myth, she is the truth that we as a whole are remembering, that creation begins in darkness, in chaos, that women were never the downfall, they were always the doorway, the portal, the womb, the heart, the blood of creation. It is time for us to come home. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found that video to be helpful and inspiring. I know I did. And there are so many goddesses that I wish I could work with all at once, but I cannot. But she's badass. Nyx. Wow. Let me know in the comments if you are drawn to her, if you think you might work with her, and if not, which goddesses or deities in general that you have chosen to work with, and which ones you would like to learn more about, so we can keep making these videos and keep this series going. I will see you guys next week. Bye.